Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and the latest roundup of wrestling game news, where today we're talking the latest on WWE 2K24. With rumours surrounding Bray Wyatt, we have the announcement of some new DLC stars for UPW, and then we have some big updates for AEW Fight Forever, including confirmation of their Season 2 DLC, some of which has already leaked. So let's start with AEW Fight Forever, as this week seen some major updates and announcements take place, starting with the release of a brand new patch. This new patch, which brings the game up to version 1.07, comes with nearly 100 fixes in total, with these ranging from minor stability updates all the way to new features. Rather than run through the entire list, I wanted to highlight some of the bigger changes, starting out with one that was made to minigames, as prior to the patch, only 3 minigames were available when starting the game, as players had to complete Road to Elite to unlock new ones, which is a really time-consuming process, as completing the mode only unlocked one new one, so you had to play through it numerous times to unlock them all. Following the new patch though, Ukes have included a change that unlocks all of the mini-games at the start, so you no longer have to play through Road to Elite to unlock them. Moving over to the Creation Suite, there's been a lot of criticism about how limited the mode is, therefore to address that, the new patch has started to add in some new features, with these including a menu that allows you to customise materials for core parts, as well as adding in Shadow Wrestler skins from Road to Elite, which you can now select when customising an attire. While these updates aren't groundbreaking, it is a start, with more updates set to be on the way. Another change, which really should have been in from the beginning, is if you download the FTR DLC, they'll now appear as a tag team within the selection screen, whereas previously they only appeared under the singles menu. Another new addition is a new option to hide the player HUD, which is something a lot of people had been asking about, as you can now turn this on or off in the options menu. Apart from these changes, the rest of the updates are purely fixes, with these including issues with moves, crashes, and various errors within the menus. So that's the patch news. However, the bigger news for Fight Forever comes with a confirmation of a DLC Season 2, as the official AEW Games Twitter account tweeted out the following: "Yo, listen, big things are coming in Season 2, stay tuned." As for who or what is included in Season 2, the screenshot used in the announcement teased the addition of the new AEW Dynamite set, with the wording on the tweet also hinting at the addition of the acclaimed Max Caster and Anthony Bowen. While the lineup for Season 2 has yet to be announced, there has been several leaks following the latest patch update, where modders within the community have confirmed that the new Dynamite set and the models for the acclaimed have already been added, alongside the addition of Tony Storm, who appears as part of the Outcasts. As of right now, there's no word on when the Season 2 DLC will be released, though given that the models are already in the game, it shouldn't be too long before we get an official announcement. Speaking of announcements, we do have one for the upcoming Aki-inspired Ultra Pro Wrestling, as this week seeing them announce the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, who become the latest stars to join the lineup of Free Agent DLC, which already features more than 30 well-known legends. Finally for today, let's talk WWE 2K24, as a new report claims that 2K are looking to dedicate the game to the career of Bray Wyatt, as well as teasing some new PvP updates. This report comes via the Better Wrestling Experience Twitter account, which tweeted out the following: "For 2K, they believe that they will dedicate the game for Bray Wyatt's career. They're also looking into PvP new opportunities. It could end up being a different game than 2K24. I have no other updates, but will share when possible." As for the validity of the account, usually I wouldn't cover a source like this, as the broken English and the vagueness of the info is something that anyone could predict. However, the account has been right in the past in regards to several WWE leaks, and it's frequently cited as a source for Cultaholic, which does give it some credibility. Given that the tweet is very vague in details, there's a lot of speculation going on as to what it means and how 2K could honour Bray, with various reports claiming he could be honoured as the cover star of the game, be the subject of the 2K showcase, or even have his own special edition. While it's unknown which of the options, if any, 2K are planning, it's something that they will have to be quite cautious about in the way that they do it, so that they can truly honour Bray Wyatt. In that regard, having him as the cover star would be a great way to do that, as would a special edition that includes some unique Wyatt content for fans, though I do think you have to be very careful on what's included so that it doesn't come across as a way of profiting off of Bray, and in that regard I think it would be a good idea to follow WWE's lead and dedicate a portion of any proceeds to Bray's family. As for honouring Bray's career in a 2K showcase, personally I would love to see that, but it would all depend on whether you could do him justice with who they could include, as you would need to include the Wyatt family for starters, which isn't out of the realms of possibility, as I'm sure WWE and 2K could work out a deal with John Huber's wife to have him included as Luke Harper, while Erick Rowan appears to be a free agent. The only other stumbling block for a potential Wyatt showcase would be the omission of Dean Ambrose, who they would need in place to recreate some of the iconic matches between the Wyatt family and the Shield, as well as Bray's first WWE Championship win inside the Elimination Chamber, as Ambrose was also present in that match, though there is the possibility that 2K could cut around him and have the match begin after his elimination. As for other ways to honour Bray, looking back at the series historically, the last time we seen a WWE game honour a falling star was with the release of WWF Attitude in 1999, as that game was dedicated to the memory of Owen Hart, who had passed away just a few months prior to the game's release. As part of the tribute, the game included a special tribute screen that appeared prior to loading into the main menu, with this screen dedicating the game to Owen's memory. Alongside the dedication, the game also included Owen Hart as a playable character, though this would be the last time he would appear in a WWE video game. Going back to the initial tweet, alongside the Bray Wyatt tease, it was also mentioned 2K are looking into new PvP opportunities, which is a term used in gaming to refer to player versus player matches, though again, this statement is very vague and it could relate to anything from a new match type to the addition of a new mode or a complete overhaul of the game's online PvP offerings, which is an area that was previously earmarked for improvement by former WWE Games executive producer Patrick Gilmore. As the sentence states, it could end up being a different game than 2K24, you could speculate that the PvP opportunity is something big that could warrant its own game, and to that regard, it makes me think that 2K could be looking at some form of online battle royale that offers something to compete with AEW's Stadium Stampede, which is something I definitely think they could look into as a standalone free-to-play game using a similar model to Fortnite. Now obviously that is just speculation, as all we have to go on is that one sentence, but we do know from the latest 2K investor earnings report that 2K are currently working on several unannounced sports titles, with these falling under the same mid-core category as WWE 2K Battlegrounds, so perhaps an online PvP game is one of them. So that's the latest roundup of wrestling game news. Let me know what you make of it in the comments, and if you want to stay up to date with all the latest news, then please do hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, as I cover all things wrestling game related. Until next time though, thank you so much for watching this video, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.